It's beginning to feel a little bit like spring, so it's been good to be out and about all around East Renfrewshire over the last month. I had a really useful meeting with the Citizens Advice Bureau in Barrhead, and they talked to me about all the work they do across the constituency, supporting people with lots of different issues. And one of the issues that they're focusing on at the moment is parking charges, and I applaud them for that because I know it's a matter of concern for a number of people, and it's also an issue that I have been working on myself. So I look forward to working alongside them on this issue to see if we can bring a bit of clarity to the situation. And I was pleased to present them with an early day motion certificate commending the work that they do. I also was able to meet with Barrhead Housing Association and to hear more about the work they do across the community, not just in the very useful housing sector, but also in terms of young people and employability. And it's clear that they make a great contribution to the local area. And I'm very interested to see the progress on their new build housing, which I know will be very welcome by many people locally. I have previously met with Alzheimer Scotland, and I was very happy to meet with them to hear in detail about the work that they do and how I can support them. A number of people locally are affected or have family members who are affected by Alzheimer's, and the support which organisations such as Alzheimer Scotland can provide is invaluable in making sure that we can find the best way through at this time, which can be very difficult for people and for their families. I spent some time with a couple of cancer charities this month, with Prostate Cancer UK and with Cancer Research UK, and I'm very happy to support the work that they do. I also managed to meet with Eastwood Refugee Aid, who I know are focused on providing support to people in refugee camps in France. This is something that people have contacted me about on a number of occasions, and I'm happy to support this work and to support the work that's ongoing with refugees in our local community as well. There are some concerns about the plans that the UK government has in terms of human rights, and it was interesting to meet with Amnesty International and to confirm my support for their work and the importance that I place on human rights. I think it's vital that we don't lose sight of that and the very important benefits to our lives that the Human Rights Act does bring. One of the other meetings that I had this month was with East Renfrewshire Council, and the reason that I asked to meet with them was because of concerns which have been raised with me about some of our local high street shopping areas. And I think that it's reasonable to have some of these concerns. I do think that we can do more. I think it's important that we work together to do so, and I was pleased East Renfrewshire Council were happy to meet with me to discuss this. I'm glad that they have some plans to improve things going forward, and it's an issue that I'm certainly going to take a very close interest in, because I think that our shopping areas are very important to all of our local communities. One of the highlights of my month was attending Our Lady of the Mission's Easter Cantata, which they performed at Eastwood Park Theatre. It was a lovely event. The children did a great job with fantastic singing and lovely performances. And it is really impressive, the work that goes on in our local schools. I'm aware of a number of successes in our primary schools and also in our secondary schools, where it was really positive to hear the results that came out nationally about how our schools perform. And they all have done exceptionally well. So I'm delighted for the pupils, I'm delighted for the teachers who've worked so hard to support them, and I'm delighted for the families who I know spend a lot of time supporting their children as well. So congratulations everybody, well done.